So hey guys, की हाल चाल है? सब hopefully सारे बढ़िया होंगे. What is it like having Shah Rukh Khan as a friend? Okay, हाँ ये सही गल है ना, शाहरुख खान थोड़ा दोस्त होवे बहुत बड़ी गल है.
Crisis conversations with Shah Rukh Khan. I feel he's a really wise human being, and so are you. Your brotherhood, at least what we used to see during the IPL, always seemed like you guys have very deep conversations.
I mean, Shah Rukh has got a tremendous amount of depth in him. You know, he's seen a lot in life too. You know, he's made tremendous amount of sacrifices. You know, he's brilliant in the way he kind of can foresee things. You know, his foresight is incredible.
Okay.
And he's extremely hardworking. I think what you can take from him is a little bit of everything, you know, good qualities about how he kind of conducts himself, how he has made so many good habits. When you make a lot of good habits, right? If you can create a lot of good habits, and if they outweigh your bad habits,
Okay.
then you kind of grow in a particular way. But when you keep doing it and it becomes a habit, it just becomes a natural as walking into a room and knowing where the switch is and you just switch it on.
Yes.
There's no thought process.
muscle memory ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਹੈਸਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ.
It's just coming then and it starts flowing, and that's what a habit should finally turn into. That becomes your personality. Right? Shah Rukh is very good at converting those great habits into becoming part of his personality.
Okay.
And then it becomes inherently you. And that's called growth. So I think that's something one should learn from anybody who is practicing that. And I really encourage people to practice that. You know, make good habits to become innate qualities of yours, and then that becomes you. It becomes a part of you.
Okay.
You know, like if you just decide that I don't want to use a bad word, and if you keep correcting yourself in 10 years,
ਹਟ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਨਾ. ਸਹੀ ਗੱਲ. ਲਾਈਕ ਉਹ ਨਾਨਾ ਪਾਟੇਕਰ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਬਾਅਦ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਚ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿਗਰਟ ਪੀਣੀ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੀਣੀ, ਗੱਲ ਖਤਮ ਬਸ.
you will have such a fantastic vocabulary because you will look for so many other words to express yourself. Because by using a bad word, you can express yourself very easily, but it's easy.
Yes.
And it doesn't sound very good to the ear. It can be misconstrued. It isn't really the word that you would use in front of your parents. I just done this web series called Rana Night, where I've just abused so much that I never want to abuse again in my life. I think I'm done with abuses after doing that. You know what I mean? Because you see it and you're like, oh my God, that sounds horrible. So I don't want
ਰਾਣਾ ਨਾਇਡੂ ਵੈਸੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ.
to. I want to increase my vocabulary. I want to do all of that. So similarly, I think Shah Rukh is very good at doing that. You know.
How did you guys meet in the first place? Just randomly in film industry?
I think Gauri and Meher were good friends, and that's how we kind of met. We kind of bumped into each other once or twice on thing, and it was like hi, and it was just that, you know.
I'm not asking this from a professional perspective, okay? But I think this must have been in your mid-30s, late 30s when that brotherhood formed. In the film industry, do you need that kind of brotherhood to just keep going forward?
I mean, some people can maintain it, you know. I feel something I dislike in my life is fakeness, and I can't handle fake people. Unfortunately, in our industry, as I said, because
There
of
are a lot of
so
fake.
many circumstances and situations, people are so interested in only creating a perception of themselves. Then they start believing in that perception, which isn't true. And it kind of gets disturbing. And for me as a person, sometimes it used to get very suffocating. So if there is people being fake, and I'm not saying people were fake. I mean, maybe I was being fake, you know.
Johnny Lever had said the same thing on the show.
You know, and maybe I was being fake, you know. Maybe I was losing my mind and being somebody who I didn't like being. So I think it's important to not burn bridges with anybody. It's also important and healthy to be able to go away from all of this into your safe place, which is your home. And you know, go out onto the street normally.
ਕੁਛ ਐਸੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਸੁਣਨ 'ਚ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਗੁੱਡ ਆਲਦੋ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਵੈਰੀ ਸਲੋ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਬਟ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਗੁੱਡ ਐਟ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਦੀ ਵੋਕਲ ਟੋਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਲਾਈਕ ਗੁੱਡ
Without bodyguards and thinking that people are going to hurt you. You know, for me, all that I can't stand.
I feel like there's a price one pays for socializing. That's what I have started to feel a lot lately.
Yeah.
And some social encounters are fantastic, but
It's fine in little doses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Too much of it is just like it's the same thing. Over and over and over again. And then you end up doing, nonsense and silly things. And it just puts you, it takes a lot away from you, an energy which you don't think. And then if it becomes about that, constantly, then you're really, really digging a big, deep, dark hole for yourself.
Okay.
how were you perceived when, Om Shanti Om, Rajniti, that whole phase was happening? Were people trying to pull you down?
See, Om Shanti Om, people weren't trying to pull me down. Om Shanti Om, they were happy that I did it. Because I was playing a negative character. You understand? If I was the hero of Om Shanti Om, most probably they would have wanted to pull me down. You know what I mean? The minute you do a positive role and you like kind of, have hit it out of the park and you're the hero, then it's a different equation. Yes. So, or if you do a supporting part, people are like, still okay, theek hai.
Okay.
Kar diya isne. But the minute you try to come to that level, yes, there will be problems. And why should that happen? I don't understand that. I think it's wrong. I think
ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ 'ਚ ਕੈਲੀਵਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਉਸ ਕੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਰਨ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ
experience and dedication that a person has given to his craft or her craft, then that should be appreciated. And those kind of parts should be given to those people. That they can pull these things off with ease. And this will be beneficial to the project. 90% of films I feel go wrong is because of wrong casting.
Okay.
We cast the films wrong sometimes. So, and the other 90% of it goes wrong is because of the budgeting.
ਬਜਟ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਿਆਪਾ ਬਈ ਐਕਟਰਸ ਇੰਨਾ ਚਾਰਜ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਐਕਟਰਸ ਇੰਨਾ ਚਾਰਜ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਯਾਰ
Either the budget fails it or it's the casting that's failing it. So that's what kind of happens. And why aren't we not giving chances to somebody who really is deserving of that part and cast that correctly? And it could be an absolutely newcomer.
If you enjoyed this clip from the net,
ਗੁੱਡ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਐਕਟਰਸ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਕਿ ਐਬਸੋਲੂਟਲੀ ਨਿਊ ਕਮਰ ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਨਵਾਂ ਬੱਚਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਚਾਹੇ ਕੋਈ ਕੁੜੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਚਾਹੇ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਵਧੀਆ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਚਾਂਸ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਲਾਈਕ ਹਰ ਟਾਈਮ ਨੈਪੋਟਿਜ਼ਮ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੰਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਫਿਲਮਾਂ ਫਲੋਪ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਲੀਵੁੱਡ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਖਾਸ ਹੈ ਫਲੋਪ ਕਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਲਮਾਂ ਬਜਟ ਦੇ ਚੱਕਰ 'ਚ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ